Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nana Edna. I do DIY videos, educational videos, lifestyle vlogs, beauty, travel, anything. I'm just a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so expect anything in this channel. If it's doable, we are gonna do it. Yes, and we are gonna post it here. That is us. Yes, so welcome back. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that when I post any video, you're the first person to be notified. So welcome back, and without wasting any time, let's get into today's topic. So as the title suggests, today I'm going to give you a story about how I started my first job after completing my high school. Yes, the schools are opening, the grade 4s, the class 8s, the form 4s, and the national exams are starting 2021 in the month of March and April, if I'm not wrong. Yes, for the high schoolers. That's when they are sitting for their national exams. So I know at this time, when Corona happened, it happened, and everyone went back to the drawing board. Everyone had their vision, a big vision. Others had anticipated that they'll finish their school in the year 2020, but it's not gonna happen. You're going to finish school in the year 2021, but don't worry, we got you. Let's give you some few tips on what to do after you complete your high school. And this is how my story is. This is how I started working after high school. So I completed high school when I was around 17. Sikuwa na ID, my friend. I went to get my ID, and I was told, young girl, go back home. You're still a child. Haujafikisha umri wa kupewa ID. So I waited. I went back. I think I was like after almost 1 month to get to 18 years. And I went back home. I was very disappointed because nilikuwa na psych. Nimemaliza shule. What else am I doing? And I'm that very ambitious girl. Maana ule mtu akona dreams, big dreams. Yes. Lupita told us your dreams are valid. So I knew my dreams were valid, and I knew what I wanted. So after 1 month, after my birthday, I went for the ID straight without wasting time. So after I went for my ID, I went back home, talked to my parents. I wanted to enroll for computer. What? Ukisi umekuja. I wanted to enroll for computer studies. Yes. Some of us went to schools where computer was not taught. IT was not taught. Some of you kiddos are very lucky that the schools you are in are offering computer studies. You should grab that. Especially now, this 21st century, you should really grab that. Those skills are very important. They have come really handy for most people, especially now during this social distancing time where everyone is going online, working from home. So computer studies are very crucial and very important. So if you have that opportunity to learn as early as in primary school, please don't take it for granted. It is very important. So after I took my ID, after I was able to now prove that I'm an adult, I went back to my parents. Yes, I had scored what I had scored in the results were not even out, by the way, by the time I joined my ICT school. So I went back home and talked to my dad and my mom, and they agreed. It wasn't that expensive for computer studies because I was just going to do packages. MS Word, MS Excel, MS Publisher, and so forth, PowerPoint. So I went to a nearby. Actually, I learned from a cyber. unaona sini wale watu, it was not like a computer school, it was a cyber basically. So the guy used to teach people and pay and earn a living. At least someone would pay some fee, and then he teaches you the basics of MS Word, how to type in caps lock, how to edit maybe a document after you've typed, how to enlarge the font, the basics, the basics. That's what I learned. So actually I just did like a month, just went for a month, but yeah, just for a month nilikuwa tunaenda, but most of the time I was on the net just researching. That time I didn't, that was back in the year 2009. So I used to go and do research here on the net. So I just learned the basics. Microsoft Word, vile una type, vile una change font, the font color, the background color, the basics yani. So I learned Excel, nikamaliza hizo the 8 packages. I did 8 packages if I'm not wrong, yeah. So I did the packages, nikafanya mtihani. There was a mtihani I did, nikapita, and I was given a cert after 1 month. So after that 1 month, hey, ona vile mtu ujichocha, mtu anakuanga na guts. Hadi sasa nimeona nimesoma computer, I can do typesetting. Mimi ni nani huyo? Nikaenda nikatype CV yangu. I typed my CV and I indicated like I've done computer and I'm able to do this and this. So I went to town to look for a job. Yeah, I dropped my CVs and lucky enough, Mungu naye ni nani? Waswahili wanasema mgaga na upo haliwali mkavu. Ni kweli, haliwali mkavu. So after randa hizo, nilipata kazi. I got a job. You see those shops when you're in town, like along Moi Avenue, and at that time there were these colleges, like there was KIPS was hapo Afya Center juu. There was KIPS, there was another college, what was the name? There were like so many colleges that had come up during that time within town. So there were a lot of shops along Moi Avenue. To shop tudogo hivi tulikuwa tumefunguliwa, like to stall CV for typesetting, photocopying and that. So that is where I got a job, my friends. So I was there, so students could come from the colleges, they want you to type their project and then edit it and so forth and so forth. So hiyo ndo kazi nilikuwa nafanya. So I used to do that, and with the time I did that work like 2 months. Yes. And I remember that time, you know how much the pay was? Let me know. I was paid like 200 shillings per day. Imagine 200 shillings per day. You're using fare. I used to come from Kasarani to town. From Kasarani to town at that time was in the morning around 50 bob. 50 or 70 bob. Around 70 bob. And in the evening 50 bob. So umetumia like 120. That is fair. Hujakula lunch. So I used to get paid 200 bob, but I didn't mind the 200 bob because I just wanted to learn and know how to work with this. And again, I didn't want to just sit at home at yo nangojea kuenda college ama. No, I didn't want to sit. I just wanted to earn my money. Pesa yako ni tamu. When you have your own money, it's so sweet because when you spend it, you know it's your hard-earned money. Ile umetoa jasho. So and I was being paid weekly. Yeah, I think I was being paid weekly. So after a week I get 1,000 bob. So your 1,000 bob ndo nita budget for fare, for transport. So that time there used to be a train. So nilikuwa natumia train was around, was it 30 bob? I think it was 30 to 40 bob from Kasa. Kuna place tulikuwa tunapandia, then to town hapo railways. Then nikishuka railways, my office was just along Moi Avenue, karibu sana, so I used to walk kidogo, niko in the office. So I used to wake up very early, and the train used to leave at around 6. Yeah, so by 6 nilikuwa nafaa kuwa niko stage. So I did that job for around 2 months, and then nikatoka hapo because of fare and so forth, because I wanted to save, because I knew eventually I would go to school. So I was saving for my shopping and for my pocket money when I go to college, and I knew I was going to college almost in September. So I worked there for 2 months, but I gained a good experience. I made friends, I met people whom are very important up to this time, that mentored me. I told you I knew nothing. I just came from high school. I thought I knew, but I found out that I didn't know so many things, but I learned on the job. The good thing is that I really learned, and I had that zeal to learn, and the enthusiasm to learn at that time. So at that time, after I left that place, I went to work mtaani, ile job unapata tu mtaani. So my second job was working in a library, a movie library. Nimeuza movies. I sold movies. So yeah, it was a nice job. I could watch all the movies I wanted. I could ile inaitwa piracy, si tulifanya kuban ma CD. We used to ban CDs like the movie nini. So I did that job also. I was being paid also 200 bob, but I considered, since it's closer to home, I was not using fare. I just used to wake up in the morning, walk. By 7 nimefungua kazi, sell movies. The boss used to bring movies every day and so forth. So that work has really come hand in handy today as a teacher. So even when I went to college, mimi, when you go to college, P1 college, they teach computer, ICT. Mimi, I used to teach people. Why? Because I already knew. You see how that job helped me to gain the skills. So when the teacher was saying, do this and this, people could struggle even with a mouse. Holding a mouse was a problem to some people because they never used the computer before. They never used the mouse before. But I really, that job, my first job, really helped me to learn computer and ICT skills and so many other things. So I really remember that job, and I didn't take it for granted. Up to now, I don't take it for granted because it opened my eyes into the ICT world. I became interested in knowing so many things. Right now I can do so many things that I'm not bragging, most people cannot do. And I thank God because I got the opportunity to learn at that time. And you see, these skills have really helped me up to this time. Right now, I can do so many things. I teach online. Nobody taught me. I'm self-taught, by the way. Nobody taught me on how to teach online. I didn't go for any training. Actually, I used to train people. And I thank God for that opportunity. And I'm that one person, when my mind tells me that when I'm set to do this, I really get focused. And I want to encourage students who, when you are going back to school, don't take anything for granted. It might help you in future, you never know. So my advice, my parting shot is that don't take anything for granted. Whatever you are being taught at school, learn with all your heart, with all your mind. You never know, it will come in handy in future. Don't say, oh, chemistry nita apply wapi, oh, easy matrix zitanisaidia na nini. You never know. So don't, in this life, what I've come to realize is don't take anything for granted. Once you get the opportunity, grab it, learn, and continue learning. Don't take anything for granted. So as you open schools, set your goals, be focused, be self-driven, have a vision, have a goal. What do you want to achieve? break your goals into small, like weekly goals. Maybe say, by the end of this week I want to achieve this, by the end of this week I want to achieve this, by the end of the day. You have to start, you have to have daily goals. What do you want to achieve by the end of the day? What do you want to achieve by the end of the week? What do you want to achieve by the end of the month? And so forth. And through that, God is going to help you and you are going to succeed. I want to stop here and wish you all the best. I hope you've learned from my story of how I started my first job as a typesetter. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Kindly consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Let's hit 1K. We are almost there. We're almost 700. Just 300 and something easy to hit 1K. So let's meet next time for another. I don't know if it will be a story time or it will be a vlog. So let's meet in the next video. Bye.